Well, the McAllister Institute is inviting you to its 10th annual 5K Walk for Sobriety tomorrow. Here to discuss what the walk is about, Casey, over to you.
Thank you, Jason. Yes, I will take it from here. We are talking all about the annual 5K Walk for Sobriety tomorrow, and here to discuss is Marissa Varon from the McAlister Institute. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so we've seen so many walks each and every weekend happening, all for different causes. Talk about the one happening tomorrow and why it's so important.
Absolutely. So McAlister Institute is one of San Diego's largest providers of substance abuse treatment. And about 10 years ago, we realized that the disease was still so stigmatized, and yet there were so many people who were living happy, healthy, productive lives in recovery. And so we come out every year to celebrate those who have decades, years, days of sobriety, as well as those who are still in their journey.
You know, these walks that have the good causes like this one tomorrow, the Walk for Sobriety, people are there gathered and they're sharing each other's stories. So what are some of the things that you've seen over the years or heard of?
Absolutely. So I'm sure you've heard one day at a time, but we started with this concept of the fact that there are so many people who have been taking it one day at a time. And when we reflect back on that, what does it mean? What does it look like to them? And so rather than having our runners wear a number or our walkers, we actually ask them to calculate the number of days that they have clean and sober and what it means to them. And so everyone will be wearing signs either for themselves, for family members, for loved ones. And I think the first one that we ever saw that just brought tears to everyone's eyes was a mother that said 309 days of being clean, and her daughter had a sign that said 309 days of having my mommy back. Her brother was there, 309 days of having my sister back. And so it's really about celebrating and hearing the stories of not just those who are living in recovery, but also the amazing impacts that it's had on their family and their community.
Well, Marissa, what's your message to someone who might be watching right now that's going through a challenge in their life that they're trying to overcome? And what's your message to maybe have them come out tomorrow?
That you are not alone, and to come out and to see what it is all about. Our CEO gives out her phone number all the time on the news, so I know that I have permission to do this, but 619-987-6393.
One more time.
Okay, let's see. 619-987-6393. And even if you can't make it to the walk, she's always willing to answer between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. to just talk, to hear you out, to make sure that we're guiding you to the right program.
And rumor has it you have a fantastic MC for the event tomorrow.
We do. Tommy Sablon, better known as Little Tommy, and he will be with us for our 10th year in a row.
Well, Marissa, what time does this 5K walks begin, and what time should people start showing up?
8 a.m. So even if you haven't had a chance to pre-register, you can no longer do so online. But if you do come starting at 8 a.m., we'll have an hour to check you in, to get you registered, and then the walk officially kicks off at 9 a.m.
All right, and it is all happening at the NTC Park at Liberty Station, so it's going to be a great event, the 10th annual Walk for Sobriety 5K. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right, well, up next,